What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Six,
And this your boy Seven, and you're watching Seven's Palace. You said it right this time. Yeah, okay.
I'm getting there.
Most definitely, man.
How was your week, bro? How's your week?
My week was cool, man.
It was cool.
Cool for nothing but vibes for real. What about you, man?
Things are sort of turning around, kind of weird and rocky, but turning around slowly. Man, we got a lot of stuff for y'all today. Per usual. Interesting too. We've been going off a little off course lately, so don't mind us.
Just a tiny bit. We getting back on there. We getting back on the ride. You feel me?
But let's start with our first segment. You already know what it is.
Interesting news.
Ha! I like that. But we got a plane getting hit by lightning. What was this down in? Was it here?
Yeah, it was in Kansas City. A plane was, I believe, a plane was about to take off, and mind you, it was raining and storming, and so as they're taking off, the plane get hit by lightning. But luckily, they made it immediately landing, and nobody was hurt. But it was still crazy.
That is crazy, especially like if you just on the plane and all of a sudden it's the struck of lightning just pop down. Yeah, I'd be terrified.
Oh yeah, I mean, I honestly just imagine how the people on the plane felt. I'm just like, yeah, that like when I first saw it, I was like, yo, that's crazy.
I'm sure they were scared.
And I'm like, luckily nobody was hurt. I'm like that's like really good for real, cause like getting hit by lightning. I personally, I've never seen anything get struck by lightning. I mean, I've seen videos and like, oh yeah, that's cool. But then when you see something like a plane getting hit by lightning, it's just like, oh, that's actually casualties, because people could die from that. You feel me?
Not only that, but yeah, the plane would just be in the air and just like crashing down. Because everything is shut off if you get hit by lightning.
Right.
Everything is shut off.
Because it fries the systems and stuff.
So it's just like, yeah, good thing like they stopped immediately, because if they were to try to keep going after that, people would die.
Oh yeah,
and that'd be a real disaster.
Oh yeah, that would not be good whatsoever, honestly.
So we
already got enough death going on around here nowadays.
A lot of deaths, and it's just insane. So I'm glad that they stopped it immediately, because if they didn't, then that'd be a real bad turn of events.
Oh yeah, it'd be tragic.
Very tragic.
Most definitely.
It's like, what did y'all do to make Zeus mad?
Okay, bro. All right, bro. All right.
Let me stop playing. But was it the Copenhagen something? Somewhere in Denmark was going up in flames, and I believe they said they had something like it, like over 400 years of Danish cultural heritage is going up in flames. So I think it seems like it's kind of like they're kind of like used to that kind of stuff.
You talking about that thing? Wait, you talking about that thing that happened in Denmark?
Yeah. That's the. I'm reading it, and they said that the members of the public rushed to rescue the historic painting, and took hours before the fire was under control. So if the fire took hours to control, that's kind of insane. But I'm glad that they were able to like at least address some of the stuff. So they don't really have much of details on here, but what I will say is it says the 17th century Borsen is one of the city's most oldest buildings, and onlooker gasped as its iconic dragon spire tumbled into the street below. Okay. Damn, I suck at reading, but
yeah,
it's just like when I read it, I was like, okay, that's something I could go off of, because they're talking about like how like something like this hasn't like as happened before, but it's just like kind of a new thing. But what's your thoughts on it? Like
I mean, my thoughts on like fires in general, like due to what you said, like they had a lot of historical paintings and stuff like that. Like that means that building's been around for a cool long little while. And honestly, to the people who actually enjoy seeing stuff like that, I'm pretty sure that was like kind of heartbreaking, because like seeing something like that go up in flames and smoke like that, like not knowing like the whole building could burn down, and then all of the artworks and pieces and stuff like that will be burnt away. And mind you, these are historical pieces, meaning these are one of a kind, meaning these came from one person. And like that, it's crazy, because it's like, to think about it, like say that you have a one of a kind painting, right? And then that one of a kind painting gets destroyed, right? How like you can't. It's one of a kind. You can't get
Yeah,
it. You can't get
you
it twice.
can't get it twice. Yeah,
Right.
you can't just remake it either because that just kind of like. Okay, and what I'm trying to say is, if you try to remake it, it won't be as exciting as it was the first time.
Right.
Because just like you're basically remaking it just for other people's like benefit. Like you don't want to make it for yourself no more.
Right.
So it's just like the more you think about it, yeah, it's more. It'd be heartbreaking because you put in all that effort just for it to just disappear.
And go up in smoke.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but then if you think about it, like there's new ideas. You have a lot of inspirations. You have a lot of things to go off of, especially if you're an artist. I mean, I really can't say that because I mean I used to be an artist, but I don't really draw as much anymore because it's just like kind of it was like a mental thing for me. Like I would use it whenever I was either frustrated or I was upset, but it was that point in time where it was just like I gotta find new stuff. Like I love drawing. I loved it. I still kind of do to this day, but it's just like I don't really do it as much anymore. It's like I say as a kid, I was constantly drawing. So it's just like I've gotten into more stuff like either doing photography or doing like what was it like either doing modeling stuff, that stuff too, or we have I believe I did editing. I had my fair share of doing editing in like 2020 I believe whenever I started. It was really a really fun thing, and I stopped doing it because it was just like didn't nobody really care that much. Like I edited a lot of cool stuff, but that's also not a good reason why like a reason to stop. But it's just like I did it because like I wasn't really as like invested on it as I used to be. So it's like yeah, you may have that thing like if you lose something, it's just like dang, it's gone forever. But it's just like there's more stuff you can do. There's more stuff you can like go off of based off of like inspiration or what you've seen or what you looked at. You're like okay, cool, I'm gonna try that. You try it, there you go.
Honestly, when it comes to stuff like that, I understand that most definitely because like it got to a point in time of like where before I couldn't like let me not say I couldn't do anything, but before it was like I used to only do one thing type of thing. But as I grew older and I adapted to stuff, it's like I can take on new things. Cause it's like don't limit yourself to only one thing specifically. Cause when you limit yourself, you hold limits toward yourself.
Correct.
That's something that you shouldn't do.
Yeah, but I just know one thing though. I feel bad for the artist that lost his work. Or whoever the artists were. I can't really say he or she, but I can just say that if they lost it, it's just like you might have to try to at least regroup yourself at some point. Let's start back at square one. That's really it. It's just like something that's historical as that. It's just like Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'll be in shambles.
Oh yeah, that's really sad to lose a good piece of artwork, and that's sad. Honestly,
it really is. But what is this? Our next segment, I believe. Dang.
I wonder what it is. Let me know something.
Let's see what we got. It's this crazy world.
What we got?
We have the Drake diss. Dog, this don't even make sense. I don't even know where it started this whole thing. But what I will say was I'm not on either side. I like both artists, Kendrick and Drake. I mean, dang, no, because now that I think about it, everybody was on him. He was on his own.
Who?
Drake. It was Metro, Future, Kendrick, and then Rick Ross was apparently in on it too. I think. Then it was because J. Cole was in it too. But he was after Kendrick. I don't know. It's just a lot of stuff. Like if you think about it, it's just crazy all around, especially in the like music industry. Like it's beef with anybody at this point. So it's just like it did make sense. So what I will say is I'm not on either side, but I just know that like what they do and it's kind of like irrelevant, kind of. I don't know what drew it up. I don't know what it's about. But from what I know is that they were poking at Kendrick, even though he ain't did nothing. And then when you saying that Drake made an apology video or whatever, and they were all like, "Oh, it's all good, bro. Like you should this." But then when they seen Kendrick, it was like, "Oh, nah, f you, bro. We don't mess with you like that no more."
Yeah. Honestly, I don't understand people. I understand. Like I get now rappers, okay, y'all have beef, and then y'all start making diss songs about each other, and then y'all start hating forever, and it's just like in this new world, what's the point of hating on each other? I mean, honestly, to be honest, I don't know what started the diss either, but like from so far what I heard, it's like they hating on each other because they both apparently dissing on each other or something like that, and it's just like, okay, that's understandable.
It's
Like,
just more to it, and it's like honestly, that I think about it, that whole situation, I feel like it caught everybody else because I was just looking at Chris Brown dissing Quavo,
hmm
and I'm just like, what is going on?
yeah, at this point, it's like rappers is just dissing rappers for no unapparent reason, mostly because it's like,
I mean, it might be for a reason, but they just don't.
I mean,
they don't
well,
really
yeah,
speak on what, like, why they did it.
right, honestly, and it's like it's the good rappers. It's like, okay, y'all are all good rappers, or y'all are good artists that put out good albums and good songs that a lot of people listen to.
Yeah.
At the same time, we all have our personal issues. Like I said, when it comes to the Kendrick and Drake situation, I'm not on either side. Trust me.
I'm on nobody's side.
I'm
just a
like right.
bystander.
I'm just a bystander, really. But like I said, it's like it's crazy nowadays, really, for real, for real.
I mean, yeah, there's that, and I'm so lost on what started the Chris Brown thing because it's just like, why are you dissing Quavo of all people? And no, one of his bars, he was like, oh, I forgot what he said, but I just know he said something about everybody wanting. No, people were upset when Takeoff was dead instead of him.
hmm
That's what Chris Brown said in his song. I was sitting here like, what? That's crazy. So I'm just like, whenever I heard that, I was like, yeah, Chris, you doing a little too much.
hmm
So it's just like, it's just constant beef from anybody at this point. It could be something over something so little, like it won't make sense. So that's why I'm just kind of stuck on the whole Drake thing and now the Chris Brown thing. Because I legit just found that.
But that stems from the Migos tried to jump Chris Brown at the 2017 BET Awards.
They tried. Whoa.
That's where it started.
That's where. Oh, nah. I mean, yeah, he beat. Oh, that's even more wild.
That's worse.
Getting jumped at a. Nah. I just know I found it like legit not even less than a few minutes ago on Twitter. I'm not even lying to you. I was just listening to it. I was like, who is he talking about? And I look at the description and he was talking about Quavo. I was like, Quavo? Okay. And so I was listening to it and I was just like, yeah, I don't understand it. And then I think the other day where I was also on Twitter, and then I seen that Rick Ross try to so-called embarrass him by putting Drake saying the N-word, and I was like, okay, he's black. It's like, what are you trying to prove a point on here?
Honestly,
it looks so stupid.
Like how many songs does Drake have where he said the N-word?
He has a lot of songs.
Yeah,
actually.
and it's just like,
and so I'm just like, at that point, you putting in the effort of trying to embarrass him, make him look bad, but he's black,
right? And honestly, nowadays, the more songs people listen to by Drake, it's like he says it, and like his fans still like it, love him for it because he's black.
Exactly. So it's just like you try to. It was funny. I seen the comments. He was like, news reporting a black guy saying the N-word. I was sitting there like. It was like, I mean, if this, like, he is a black man, he can say that. So it's just like, Rick, you really embarrassed yourself trying to do something,
Right?
like, just do us all a favor and just stick to the sidelines like you really always do. You know, all you do is chill. You don't do nothing crazy. We ain't even heard about you. We haven't heard anything that you've been up to. You ain't really like do music and stuff like that either. So it's just like, just stick to the sidelines, bro. You don't want to do it. Trust me, Drake just low-key annihilated whoever he was talking to in this diss. I know he was talking about Metro though. I forgot who else he was talking about, but I just know that he took all of them and pushed them aside. So it's just like, Rick, just do us all a favor. Don't get involved.
Yeah, definitely. Just don't get involved.
Don't even bother getting involved.
I would say just let them do them, and then like just stay on the outside. Let them argue. Let them bicker. Let them fight. Let them continue making diss songs about each other, and That's just what that's gonna be.
I just think that the whole music industry is weird because it's like it's always something going on with a celebrity, or it's just like they end up getting caught up into something. I'm just like, oh my god.
Like honestly, don't get me wrong. Like I like they music is fire. Like don't get me wrong, their music is fire. But at the same time, like I said, everybody has some kind of issues that they're going through, and
Yeah,
it's just
I mean,
like
that's true.
I mean, like not everybody's gonna get along with everybody
Exactly.
because it's like it's not. It's like some people aren't meant to get along with everybody.
That's true. And I'm
And it's
just
just
like, okay, that's cool, but it's like, especially in the rap industry, it's like, it ain't never a closed situation. It's always somebody hearing about something, or it's just people posting stuff, and I'm just like, come on now. Y'all are all adults. Let's not do this like children. Like, one, y'all could always talk about that. Y'all could always, like, low-key, like, just have nobody around. Just y'all talk. Nothing more. But y'all gotta make music and put it out there, and then that person hears it. Oh, I'm finna make some more music, put it out there, and it's gonna be constant back and forth beef. Like it just don't make sense, and it's gonna be never ending too. So it's just like, if y'all don't like each other, let's keep it that way. Like nobody ain't gotta talk, nobody ain't gotta text nobody. Like the only time you ever gotta talk if it's about business. That's it.
Honestly, with like the way it is, it's like when it come to money. At that point, like set your discussion down and talk about money, talk business. Y'all ain't gotta like each other,
But y'all
but
gotta
if you
just,
both,
if you want the
but
paper,
if, but
you gotta
right,
work
if you
for it.
if you want the paper, if you want the money, you gotta work for it. You gotta, even with the person that you don't like. If y'all finna collab, right? If y'all finna collab just to make some money, then collab to make some money. At the end of the day, you ain't gotta like nobody. You ain't gotta like nobody.
You really don't.
It just depends on if you want to do business with them. Put that little discussion and mean stuff beside. Put that little hatred beside, and actually make and do some business and make money. And then y'all can go back to hating each other after y'all get done. It's like,
Yeah, y'all ain't gotta talk. Like,
right,
y'all can just get y'all little verses in, and then after that, I'm gone. That's it.
right. Like other than that, that's it. When it comes to making money and then money, like making money. Shoot, don't get me wrong. I love making money. There's nothing wrong with making money.
Who don't?
Because money make the world go around. I'm not saying that to like say like money is everything, but at the same time, money can get you far. I'd rather have money, that way I can actually eat that same day and actually have what I need. That way I can actually provide for myself. Like in this world, yeah, money is everything, but I'm not saying money's everything. Because trust me, money can buy you what you want, but no, sorry, let me rephrase that. Money can buy you what you want, but money sometimes cannot always buy you what you need. Because you can't buy a lot of stuff with money. Trust me, there's like some things. There's something that you can't specifically buy with money. There's some things like, okay, like what I just said, yeah. You can get what you need with, no, you can get what you want with money, but you can't always get what you need.
Yeah.
Cause sometimes you can get what you need. You know, if you need like shoes, clothes, houses, this and that, and the third, yeah, that's simple. But like when it come, you can't like that. You can't buy friends. You can't buy people. You can't own people. You feel me? It's not like you can't make.
That's not how that works.
Right. That's not how that works. I mean, yeah. Shoot. I'm just saying.
I feel you. And I hear what you're saying. Cause like not like money can always buy you what you need, like better mental or like better like physically and stuff like that. Like it can't always do that. So this has got to be a matter of you being you and just like moving how you move. That's really it. You ain't really gotta buy nothing from nobody. Like that's not how that works.
But on to our next segment. You messed it up, bro. You're a tiny bit late.
Just a tiny bit.
You almost had it, man. You almost had it. So, dog, I ain't gonna lie. For our first, on to our third segment. Shut up. On to our third segment. Open-minded opinions, dog. How do you feel about that new Transformer trailer that they released, bro?
Bro, this movie's gonna be fire.
I'm saying, bro,
I've been waiting on this kind of like format from the Transformers movie. I wanted that format so bad.
So for those who have not seen the Transformer 1 trailer, the Transformer 1 trailer is basically the origin of Optimus Prime and Megatron. The origin of them being on Cybertron and how they actually end up becoming who you see in the movies today. It's like their backstory, because every character has a backstory, and with that, with the movie coming out, you'll be seeing the backstory of Optimus, Megatron. I think what I saw Bumblebee, and I forgot who else. But yeah, like you'll see how Megatron actually turned into like the Megatron that you see now, the evil Megatron, and then you'll also see how Optimus became a Prime. That's how it is, and it's like you actually get to see Optimus and Megatron's real story unfold and actually what happened. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like that's what I'm saying. Like yeah, that'll be really cool. Like honestly, don't get me wrong, I love Transformers. I love a Transformer franchise. Listen, like honestly, like they cooked with that Bumblebee movie they let out a few years ago.
They cooked with that movie.
They cooked with that movie. Most definitely, I love that movie. Like I said, Transformers had a really big toll on my life because trust me, Transformers is what I used to watch 24/7. Like Transformers Prime on Netflix when they had it. Man, that was it for me right there. I'd instantly rewatch it every time. But yeah, I really do like Transformers, and I really am happy that they're actually bringing bringing us a new Transformers movie. But it's actually about Optimus. It's actually about Optimus and Megatron. That I like that. That's dope.
I can't wait to see it because I love that movie. Because Transformers is very nostalgic for me because I watched them as a kid. I watched the very first one, and I watched The Fallen, I think. And then I just kept watching those two because it was just like it was a fire movie. Like the storyline was fire. Like even after where they came from, that stuff was fire too. So it's just like I'm happy that they're bringing or reworking like a lot of stuff. Like even with games, like they're reworking a lot of games. Like they're working movies and stuff like that. It's like there's a lot of movies and a lot of games that's coming out, and it's just like can't wait to see them.
Oh, yeah,
can't wait to see them because they put in all this effort to make them, and it's like let's bring it out to the world, bro. Bring it out to the world. But
oh, definitely, yeah. I can't wait for them coming with that movie, yo.
I can't wait either because it's gonna be a while though. Hey, listen, take y'all time.
Please take your time. I want to try to cook with this movie like y'all been cooking with these movies.
That's what I'm saying, especially the last Transform movie.
Oh yeah, with the Maximals. Oh, bro, listen, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
That's why I'm like I can't wait. I really can't wait.
I only wish in the Maximals that we can see. I wish you could see like all of the Maximals come together. But I mean, from what we got, I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that too. Like, don't get me wrong, like the Maximals. Oh yeah, they're fire. They fire squad.
Very fire. But oh my goodness, JoJo Siwa.
What about JoJo Siwa?
She made a song recently, and dog, I don't like it.
You talking about her new song Karma?
I believe that's what that's called. I listened to a little bit of it. I'm just like, what am I listening to?
So basically, what had happened was she had bought the song, apparently, from what I know of.
Bought a song?
She like so the song somebody originally made like a year, like what, maybe a few years ago. No, not even a few years, probably. It's been a cool little minute. But they made the song years ago, maybe. And JoJo Siwa, she bought the song, and she was gonna remake it, like re-release it, remake it. But the reason why people are hating on her and not liking her for it is because she didn't change a single word in that song. If you were to play JoJo Siwa's song, the Karma song.
Wait, so you're saying she's using somebody else's lyrics?
Yeah. So basically, no. So listen, if you take her song and then the original song and put them together, the lyrics are the exact same. It's just the only thing different about JoJo Siwa's song is that she's singing it. That's the only difference. Now, don't get me wrong. People are saying like, "Oh no, they don't like the song." This and the third. They saying they don't like the song whatsoever. And then it's like people like, "Oh, the original song is better." Why? And then JoJo Siwa is like honestly, I stopped hearing stuff about JoJo Siwa when it came to her start wearing bows. When it's like she was wearing bows. Like last time I seen JoJo Siwa is when she was still a kid in a big mansion with Barbie dolls in a toy house. That's the last time I seen her. Something about her.
But she was always wearing like some bright colors.
Yeah, and she was wearing that very
now
big
she
bow.
changed into like this alt white girl, and I'm just like, what is going on?
I mean, yeah.
Like, what happened to the point where like what's up with this change? And now she talked more weird too, and it's just like, who are you? And I'm not saying that she's really a big impact on my childhood, but I say like the people who I knew from like elementary. They probably might like that type of stuff. I don't know. Who knows? I just know a lot of people used to like JoJo Siwa, but then that kind of dropped because people stopped hearing about her. So it's just like people like forgot about her, and now that she's trying to like build herself back up, and then she look like that. Who are you? I don't even know your name no more.
I mean,
who are
honestly,
you?
people keep talking about how her look changed. Like, oh my gosh, I seen this video a while back, and they was talking about how she cut her hair.
She cut her hair.
And the way she had it styled, it was like to the side. And then I saw this video because they referenced her from this character from Dragon Ball Z. I just forgot his name, but I forgot
If
his
you
name.
telling me he looking like Zarbon, you got another thing coming.
Nah, not Zarbon. It was I forgot. It was some kind of character.
You have another thing coming.
I don't really remember. But no, it was just a bunch of memes going around about her. Like, honestly, when I tell you, like, JoJo
because
Siwa
she
has a
looked
very
goofy,
big meme, man.
Because it's just like you, like this change you have. Like we have, listen, all in general, nothing's wrong with change. Literally nothing. But it's just like, even I don't know what happened, but I just know that the way she looks now, it's just kind of like she's just embarrassing herself in some way. I'm not saying you're embarrassing yourself like on like how you are now, but it's just like a lot of people see you. They was like, this is not what I grew up looking at. Like they expected you to be that same person. They expected you to have that same type of fashion style and everything. But at least a slight change, because people can act the same and still have a slight change in their fashion. So it's just like she changed completely. I'm talking about personality. I'm talking about fashion and all. And in the fact that you sitting here making a song that's basically not even yours, and you're using the same lyrics, that you could really, I don't know how she did not get sued or whatever for that.
I mean, well, technically she bought the song, so.
but
still though, she still stole lyrics. She still stole like
exactly.
lyrics, and
that's what I'm saying. That's
why she's getting shunned by the public now, because it's like, why did you steal lyrics? Like that's cool.
Not,
you feel me?
It never was, and it reminds me of Flight Reacts. He stole some little boy's lyrics or whatever from a song that they made. I'm just like, at this point, he needs to stop making music. Like, period. Like, I heard a couple of his songs. It was just like, dude, what are you saying? Like, that's not. I know that's not even from you. So I just feel like people who still kind of like take people's lyrics and uses it. It's just like, come on, let's get creative now. Come on. I just had this conversation earlier. Like, let's be more creative, please. But I have completely nothing against like JoJo Siwa. Nothing against her at all. But it's just
honestly,
like this change.
It's like
you embarrassing yourself.
Right. Like when it comes to making music, you have like real decisions that you really want to look at and make. And you want to make sure you make the right decision, not just to be shunned, not just so you don't be shunned by the public, but so that way you don't give a bad look on yourself, because you don't want to be famous and make music and be a rapper or be a singer or be a dancer, and you got a very bad reputation about yourself and don't nobody really like you. That's something that you don't want.
That's nothing. That's really something that you don't want.
I'm saying,
especially if you worked hard to get to where you are.
If you worked really hard to get where you was and you're hated a lot, and people don't want to watch you no more, that it's a waste of time.
Waste of time.
It's like a waste of time, because it's like, what did you do all that for?
For nothing. But on to our next segment.
All right, what it is.
We got hot takes, and I'm not talking hot as y'all breath right now. I'm talking about hot takes as in we got an opinion or something. You feel me?
Yeah. All right.
So
this guy.
No,
I don't even know
why. I'm just playing.
I don't know why he keeps. I don't know why he
I'm
keeps saying.
playing.
I don't know why he keeps saying hot takes like he's in an ASMR video.
Hot takes.
All right, bro. All right, bro.
Okay. All right. So we got when people say they'll do something but don't do it. And what I mean by that is when somebody basically commits to doing something, they get scared and don't do it.
Okay.
So say you basically and Blue walked up to your friend and said you're gonna do something but never did it. So it's just like you basically, okay, this is how like this kind of stuff happens. Like you get embarrassed about stuff, and how like either your confidence or the lack of like talking to people happens too. Cause it's just like you say you do stuff but don't do it. Stop doing that. Please don't. If you're gonna do something, at least commit to doing it, not just going halfway and then stop right then and there. Cause if you get yourself caught up in something, that's on you. We can't help you. So it's just like, just do it. That You said he's gonna do it anyway.
I mean, see, when it comes to a certain standard at that point, it's one thing. Okay, it's one thing if you forget. I understand that, because me, I'm a forgetful person myself too. That's understandable if you forget. But if you blatantly remember but you just don't do it, it's just like, why would you set yourself up and commit and say, hey, I'm gonna do this, and commit to it and then don't do it?
So it's just like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't just commit to something and you don't want to, like, you don't want to do it in general.
Right.
But you just basically trying to look for validation.
Right. At that point, don't commit to it.
That's what I'm saying. Don't commit to it.
That's what I'm saying, because it's like something like that'll really, like, you can lose friendship over that. You can really lose some stuff over that, for real.
That's what I'm saying. It's just
if
like, if you don't got that social skill point,
right,
then it's just like, there's no point in you pushing yourself to do something. Especially, let alone bring it up to your friends, knowing that they think you're gonna do it, but you're not gonna do it.
Right. And then, honestly, you could lose friends like that as well, because say that you said, oh yeah, I'll be, oh yeah, like hey, you should like come somewhere tonight, and I'm, oh yeah, I'll be there. And then he's like, right, and he's like, you sure you gonna be there? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be there. And then you end up not showing up. Like, why you ain't show up? Like,
then you gotta come up with another lie.
Right, and it's like, what's the point in lying? Like, if you either can't go or you don't want to go, just say that you don't.
Basically, like, don't commit yourself to something you're not
right.
Gonna do.
Because if you can't commit to something, you don't want to. If you cannot commit to something, you don't want to be. You don't want to put yourself in a position where you know that you can't commit, but you try to commit and you know you can't, and you fail. It's like, it's one, like,
what are you here for?
Right, like I'm saying, like I said, now it's one thing if you forget. It's one thing. Not forgetting things, that's perfectly okay. That's fine. But like, if you blatantly like, nah, I'm just not gonna do it like that. Nah, I'm just not gonna do it. Like, you just committed yourself to it, and now you're backing out. That's kind of
now you want to back out.
Right, and now it's like, that's just kind of meaningless now, because you shouldn't have committed to it in the first place.
People don't listen. They don't listen. That's the one thing people don't do. It's just like, you gotta keep breaking them, like, to the point where it's like, oh, if you do this, you know such and such gonna happen. You like, oh yeah, I know. Then right then and there, like, you try to go do it, but then you don't do it in the process. Like, you just give up right then and there. So it's like, what was all that hype? What was all that effort for? So it's just like, now you look stupid. Cause what?
I mean, hey, that's why I don't commit to stuff I know I can't go through with. That's what I'm saying. It's like, if I know I can't go through it, like if I know I can't do it, or I can't go through it, or I'm just not gonna do it in point blank in general, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be like, hey, I don't think I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna commit to it at all whatsoever, because it's like, if I personally know that I'm not gonna be able to commit to it, if I personally know I'm not gonna be able to do it, I'm gonna let you know I can't do it, or I'm not gonna do it, or something like that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that's what I'm just saying. Yeah, don't commit yourself to something you're not gonna do.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Most definitely.
But now on to our last segment too.
Yes, sir.
And what's that, my boy?
Universal gaming. Sir.
I'm gonna let you have this one, because I've been speaking this entire time.
Most definitely. All right, we got our last segment, universal gaming.
Correct.
Today,
how you messed it up like twice? You didn't mess up on like 2
you
segments already.
See, now you doing too much. We ain't gotta talk about that.
I'm just saying, you low key messed up on like what?
Hey,
2 segments?
the past, the future's the future. Let's stay focused on where we at.
All right, you right.
Anyway, so basically, we have our 5th segment, universal gaming. Today we'll be talking. You think you're funny, bro.
all right.
Today we're talking about Stellar Blade.
Oh, Jesus, Stellar Blade. I see. Okay. Listen. First, okay. I haven't played the game myself, but I've seen gameplays of it. Y'all are some freaks. I'm sorry, but y'all are some freaks. Okay. Now, I get what the game developers were doing. That's cool. But it's just the players are the problem. They instantly started to sexualize her. I swear. And it was like, dog, can't nobody start fighting random monsters if all you just looking at is what's behind her. Like, you're weird. Like, I've seen it. The game is fun itself, but it's just like, y'all drag it with, like, nah, because I'm only saying that because I was going through Twitter again, right? So I was just scrolling down. All of a sudden, it was like, oh, what's the real reason that you got this game? The real reason. They literally had the camera, like, below as she was coming up the ladder.
Okay.
And I'm just like, dog, what is wrong with y'all? It's like, y'all sexualize characters a little too much, bro. Even when they not on that type of timing. It's just like, what is wrong with y'all? Come on now, it's just a game, bro. It is just a game.
Honestly, when it comes to that, it's like, bro, that's understandable. Okay, I'm pretty sure almost everybody has the audacity to look. I'm just saying.
They
I'm pretty
have.
sure almost
have.
everybody has the audacity to look, but at the same time, if you go start posting about it though, if you go really start posting about it, be like, yo, and then going crazy about it, it's like, hey, chill out, bro. You
They
doing
not, bro.
like let's
They
focus
not,
on
bro.
like let's focus on playing the game first before we get to anything like that, because it's better like let's play the game and get to the gameplay and stuff like that, because you can't pay attention and fight bosses if you're looking down constantly.
Yeah, that's not how that works. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're not even
It's
focused
like-
on the battle. Like,
Right,
you focused
gotta
on her.
Right, you got to be focused on the battle, because just imagine you sitting there focused on her and she over there dying,
That's what I'm saying.
and you just
It's
like, oh,
you focused on the wrong thing.
and then you'll be sitting there stuck on talking about some. How did I die?
You know exactly how you died. You was looking somewhere you wasn't supposed to be looking
saying.
at until like beforehand you got slapped up, and now you got to retry everything again.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, when it comes to video games, I don't like. Okay, no, you're wrong. I will say people have crushes on like certain characters or whatever.
Okay,
that's cool.
understandable.
That's what happens. That's cool. But it's just like, come on now, you dragging it over the internet. Like, you ain't gotta act like this. We know this. Like, every guy right now who's playing Stellar Blade right now, or probably playing a demo, they gonna be like, oh, okay, I see what they mean. But it's like, at the same time, it's just like, keep your thoughts to yourself, good buddy. Keep it to yourself, because not everybody gonna have the same view as you, bro.
Right.
Either A, you're gonna have to be like, oh, that's true, and then be like, oh, no, y'all weird, what's wrong with y'all? So it's just like, I mean, I'm not on either side, because I can't really say myself. I've seen the character, she's pretty cool, but I'm not like literally over sexualizing her, like oh, like hands together, just rubbing it. I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not doing that. I'm just chilling and playing the game per usual. Like, y'all just dragging it. It's weird.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, now on to our second topic. You hear that they bringing back Final Fantasy 7?
Oh, I love Final Fantasy.
Oh man,
Oh
trust.
my gosh.
They bringing back Final Fantasy 7 to PS5.
To PS5. It's gonna. Ooh, PS5 graphics. Oh my god, that's gonna be peak. That's gonna be peak.
I don't have a PS. I don't own a PS5, so I wouldn't know.
I would know, cause I will say, I bought what's it called? I think the remaster of Last of Us Part 1. The faces were different. Well, no, the faces weren't really different. They were the same, but it was kind of different because of the graphic settings. Because on the original PS4, it was just the regular face, regular settings, all of that. But PS5, it looks way more realistic than what it was before. So it's just like, okay, I'm loving this. So every game that's either been reworked, or it was just brought into the gaming community, it looks nice, and I mean really, really nice, especially on PS5. So it's just like, I believe that the games now that are on PS5 are much better than PS4, because the graphics, but let alone that, but it's just like you have more opportunities and more genres to go off of.
Right.
So let's say like you playing either a horror game or like a shooter. So Resident Evil looks way better on there too. I need to get Resident Evil. I'm not even gonna lie.
But yeah, Final Fantasy, I can't wait for that to come out. Even though I'm not gonna be able to play it, but I will see gameplay though. Final Fantasy is a very good game. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
My favorite was whenever Noctis was around.
Sephiroth, my guy.
Sephiroth
is my guy.
That guy, bro.
Man, the one winged angel. He's him. Out of respect, he's him.
But I love the Final Fantasy.
Final
Fantasy series.
Final Fantasy series is good. But
It's
the
been
lore,
around for
the lore
ages.
is confusing.
It's been around for ages.
The lore of Final Fantasy is confusing though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It really is. But shoot. Is there anything else, my boy? You got anything left?
This the last one, The Last of Us Remastered.
And I was just talking about that one.
He was just talking.
I
about
was
that,
just talking about that one. Well, wait, what? Part 1 again or 2? Because I know they're showing.
I think it was part 2.
Ooh.
Either coming out with part 2, I believe.
I heard that on part 2 you get to play as Tommy. Which I think is pretty cool, because you get to at least know what Tommy's been doing before he ended up bumping into Baby J, or AKA Ellie. But honestly, I mean, that is kind of fair though. Like, Joel's failures basically caught up to him.
because if he hadn't saved Ellie, then there probably would have been more signs of cures and people been more alive and stuff like that. Maybe some things going back to normal. But since he took her, it's still the same. And then he paid the price for it, especially by killing what was her name? Abby. That's what her name was. She killed it. He killed her father, and so ever since then she had a commitment to kill that dude, and so she killed him. And now y'all got a literal demon chasing after y'all now, and it's insane, bro. It's the fact that she's doing this by herself. I don't understand that. It's just like she even literally lost a relationship to get her get back, which I think the girl that she was dating was pregnant. So then you literally said, I don't care about her. Like, yeah, we loved each other, whatever, but I'm not worried about her now. I want my get back. And I mean, I want my get back. I'm getting my homie back, bro.
Right.
Like, y'all took whatever it was from me. Y'all took Joel from me type stuff. So it's just like, I don't blame her. I couldn't get mad at her. So that's why I'm just like, you know what? You do you. They gonna leave, so be it. Get your ones back. And what's really sad was whenever basically she went down there, but Abby was a lot more skinnier. She wasn't as big. And then I think her friend was also there too. So it's just like, dang. He was like, I don't care about your friend. You better fight me or I'm gonna cut him. And I was sitting here like, she was serious. She said, I want my get back. Until I whoop you, we're not done here. And so she won the fight, of course. And then I guess Ellie was just like, nah, let me stop playing because this stuff is kind of wrong. So she just sent her on her way on this boat. I don't know. I love the Last of Us series, all in general. But
oh yeah, most definitely.
My bad for the yapping.
Yeah.
But low key, that's all that we got this week, y'all.
Most definitely.
That's not everything we got. We still got some stuff for y'all, but not right now though. Not right now though.
Not right now though. Next week next week we'll have more for y'all. But y'all know the times, and in case you don't, I'm gonna let you know every single time, every single video. Every Saturday night at 7 p.m. I almost said a.m. on night.
Goofy.
Hey, bro, watch out. Anyway, but every Saturday at 7 p.m. every Saturday. Every weekend, every Saturday, it'll be a post. If it's a little late, we apologize for that, but we'll let y'all know. We'll still keep y'all in the loop. We'll make sure we communicate.
Y'all know what the deal is. Like, comment, subscribe.
Most definitely,
and
definitely
turn on
share
that notification bell.
Oh God,
turn it on.
Definitely share. Definitely like and subscribe. Definitely turn the notification bell on, and we'll see y'all next time.
Peace.